Welcome everybody to the Hampstead Planning and Zoning Commission meeting for Wednesday, September 24th, 2025. The public is advised that members of the Hampstead Town Council may be present and in attendance at this meeting. All persons are reminded that this session is being recorded on tape as required by law for the preservation of records and are asked, when providing comment, to give their name and address. All persons in attendance are required to print their name, address, and affiliation on the sign-in sheet. First order for agenda, minutes approval. Can I get a motion to approve the minutes for August 27th, 2025, regular commission meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, next on the agenda, zoning administrator update.
And before we get into that, first thing we need to do for the record is we'll just go ahead and do a roll call. Sharon Callahan is absent. Lou Conyer,
Here.
Charlie Obermeyer,
Here.
Deborah Panner,
Here.
Barb Yeager.
Here.
All right. Not too much this evening, but water system modernization and centralization project. Most of you have noticed, but since we last met, the pipeline construction is well underway along Main Street between the tennis courts and the far end of Green Mountain Station Restaurant. They're just about done that section. They'll probably be wrapping up the actual construction except for some punch list items possibly tomorrow, weather permitting. Then they'll move on to water main number 2, which will run from Murphy's Run Court across a piece of town property over to Upper Ford Lane down near the dead end, go down to almost the dead end of Upper Ford Lane, and then shoot over to the existing water treatment plant. That would be the second of the 5 lines. They expect to have all 5 new water mains constructed by early June of next year. So Friday, September 5th was the bid opening for the last 2 contracts in this project. There was a total of 6 contracts. We're down to the last 2. These contracts, one of them was for the construction of the North Carroll Farms and Shiloh water treatment plants, and the other contract was for the construction of the Dairy and Hampstead Valley water treatment plants. So earlier in the day on Friday, MDE had asked that we get updated engineers' estimated costs on the construction of these 4 water treatment plants. So we did Friday morning. The new estimate that came into us for the 4 water treatment plants only, not the pipelines, nothing else, was $23.6 million. Okay, that pushed the estimated cost of the entire project over $33 million. So we received 2 bids on each contract, Wickersham Construction and Conowago Construction. Conowago was the low bidder on both of them for a total price for the 2 contracts of $13.7 million. So our engineers were only off by $10 million, which is a good thing. And it was close. Wickersham was less than $200,000 higher. So we're currently reviewing the bids. We're checking references and doing the due diligence on the contractors, even though we're familiar with both of them. Wickersham did the fire department, the new fire department. Conowago recently completed the new Ridge building. So they're both good local contractors. We should have a contractor selected by the November council meeting, and we have the goal of breaking ground in the winter on those. Estimated time of completion on that is in the area of 18, we're hoping 18 months, hopefully faster. But so we've now contracted all the jobs in this project: inspection services, pipeline construction, water treatment plant construction, and the granulated activated carbon equipment procurement. So engineers said $33 million. When you add up all the costs in those contracts that we're starting the projects with, it's less than $23 million. And out of that $23 million, $3 million the town already said at the beginning of the project, we're going to pay this out of our pocket to get the engineers moving and get this thing rolling. So we knew we were going to have to pay $3 million. We've got $20.5 million in grant money. I know there'll be a little bit of extras here and there tossed in, But as of right now, we've got the money covered for the whole project, which is pretty incredible.
Great.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So, we have a new business coming to town. We've talked about it previously. Rogan Arts, they'll be having their grand opening and ribbon cutting this Friday, September 26th, from 10:30 to 11:30. Everyone is invited to visit the new store, explore the facility. There'll be free samples, mini sandwiches, mini pastries to taste, and been told they're going to have some special pumpkin drinks to try. And then lastly, some of you probably know, but as you can tell, that's not Andrew sitting in his seat out there. Andrew, as of last Friday, is no longer with Carroll County. He has moved on, and he is the new Planning and Zoning Director and Code Enforcement Officer for the City of Tawnytown. So we wish Andrew well, and all but the best of luck in the future for Andrew. Claire Stewart from the county's Department of Planning will be our interim liaison. Unfortunately, she couldn't be here this evening. So that's it.
Okay, thank you, Jim. Okay, next on the agenda, introduction of final site plan, Tractor Supply Company, Hanover Pike, map 0500, parcel 3193.
So last month, we were presented a plan and a rendering that showed a tan building and told where the plan stands with Carroll County. And basically everything is approved over there except for like grading and sediment control, and that's going to change anyway based on the final plan. So we were looking to get the approval to move it in within the town to the final. And the consensus of this commission was there was an approval made and seconded and approved that to approve the plan is contingent on having a brick exterior. As you can see in front of you, TSC, the developer and engineer, have gone ahead. Thank you very much. And we now have a TSC plans with a brick exterior. So, and they also, we've settled on a monument plan, which will be similar to the one in Westminster, which you see a sample of that one there. And then this afternoon, Wendy sent me over a picture of the actual close-up of the it's called Quick Brick, and just to give you a better idea of exactly what it looks like up close. And that Quick Brick will be used for the building, and also they'll match it on the base of the monument sign. So basically all it is tonight is the introduction of the final plan, and you have it in front of you. You all have sets of the final plan. The way it'll go is tonight it gets introduced. Next meeting, myself and Christina, we will have the adequate facility study, letting you know that the town has or does not have the facilities to support this development. And then down the road, depending on how their review goes with the county, we'll have a public hearing and hopefully a final approval on the plan.
What's the timeline on that?
It depends. I mean, the quickest could be 3 months, so that would be November meeting. Realistically, I would say let's hope for December. It all has to do with how quickly you can get through the county review process. You all have anything to add?
Yeah, just briefly. Meet everybody. My name's Andy Mueller. I'm a project manager with BL Companies out of Charlotte. This plan you have in front of you tonight is essentially the same plan that you guys approved last month, outside of the brick exterior for the building and the monument side. There's been no changes to the site plan itself or the actual layout of the project. So look forward to your discussion and any questions you guys might have.
Just one thing, just if you need to clean up, I don't know if it's just on these copies. Yeah, on the, and actually, that's one of the pages that has the wrong title project in it. Yeah, Ocean Gateway Solar. And that's the Forest Conservation Plan.
Yeah, so the sample that you gave us here and then the monument sign, is this the same material that's used on the monument sign over in Westminster?
No,
Okay.
their monument sign matches their building material.
Okay. But then you've shown a,
That's the Westminster building that,
Okay.
the picture, and then our architect tried to match the color, because that was the one he chose. It's just an older building and it's not gonna be exact, so. He felt that the heritage color was the one closest to that color of brick.
okay.
Do you like that color?
I do. I wasn't the one that was
No, but it
as
looks
expressive
nice.
last time. but
It
it's
does look
like-
much nicer
Yeah, it
than,
does. I
than the
totally
regular
agree.
siding.
Yeah.
We would like to proceed with, actually designing the building and getting it in for permit, but I'd kind of like a consensus if you think that this look is what you would potentially approve. Just because it would change structure if we changed it again, so.
I think it's much better. I'm just curious, it's that hard to match something similar to the Westminster brick?
Well, to be exact, just the color changes, like he was going off of what products he could find available, like, and that brick is 20-some years old, so the colors aren't gonna be the same, and they change pretty frequently.
Well, and the one that you're showing in the picture from the Westminster building, you said it's 20 years old, so it's going to show some aging to it, right?
Probably,
Yeah.
And then, quite honestly, in this red is a deeper red than,
Closer to,
yeah. I mean, because this red is actually different than the red on the 24 by 36 down there.
The colors in the pictures aren't gonna be
Yeah,
exactly.
it's hard. When you first open this up, small, it's all gray. But then when you have to zoom it in to see the red.
I was gonna say, and this is a blown up, yeah, the zoom,
Yes.
the zoom in on the pointing and stuff obviously looks a lot more exaggerated in this zoomed in picture than,
Yeah.
so it's a little bit more drawn out, right? Than, and it's tough to tell on
Yeah.
the architectural rendering. But. Is it like, just like half brick or not like, it's not like a full brick, right? It's like the,
Yeah, no.
yeah, okay.
It's like a structural, they call it a structural quick brick, but like the back of it is a masonry,
Okay.
like a CMU block, and the brick is.
Oh, okay,
but
gotcha.
it's one
Okay,
unit,
okay.
and then
It-
it's
Yeah.
routed like,
It's the exact same stuff that's used on Dollar General.
Yeah,
You think it's the exact same, like, meaning quick brick, but
Quick brick.
not
As
necessarily
far
the
as
same.
To
shade.
me, it looks the same.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't look at the Dollar General, if they use quick brick, it's gonna be the same size and material, they may have a different color.
Mhm.
don't
Yeah, I
know.
thought theirs was a little more on the tan side, if I remember right, but, yeah.
I'm there often and I couldn't tell you.
What's it look like, Deb?
Don't know.
Brick.
Brick. Looks nice.
But it does, as far as structurally, yeah, it looks fine. Looks like
Yeah.
actual brick.
It's a much faster construction.
As far as the building permit, so we've already received the application, correct?
Correct.
The way that it normally does, we cannot approve it from our end until the plan is approved.
That's fine, but the county would go through the review of the building plans,
Yeah.
just not issue the permit.
Yeah, exactly. The only thing that may happen is when they do their review from the permits and inspections point of view, and they have one of the reviewing companies in the county that's also reviewing the site plan, there may be one of those just say, hey, I'm gonna gotta get this done first before I approve your end of it, so. And that can happen with, like landscaping, I think probably could do that. I mean, once one's approved, the other will be approved.
well, thank you.
So we have any additional questions, committee?
just because I know this will probably come up as we get closer, and I can't tell because my eyes aren't that great. But in the landscaping, in the landscaping plan, along that island that's up against Route 30, is there any shrubs or anything in there, or is that just like a grassy,
So the
Departure
area
area.
along,
this area? This area right here.
Yeah, so that's the flower attention, the rain garden, so there's kind of bushes and.
Okay,
and other
okay.
plantings in it, yes.
Okay, any more questions? So Jim, is there a motion that we need to do for this? It's just more of a review at
Yeah.
the moment, right?
Yeah, it's just basically an introduction, and, any questions you have at this time, I'm sure you'll have more as we go along. You guys have looked at it.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. So, guess we're gonna skip over the Carroll County Department of Planning
Send
update?
this electronically.
I actually have it in on my computer, and I forgot to bring it out here.
Uh-oh.
So I will email it to you all tomorrow morning.
Okay. Great.
Yeah, she sent it over about 7 o'clock or so, and maybe a little before it. I saw it about 7 o'clock, right before I came out here. So I will send it out in the morning to everyone.
Okay, great. Any other business?
Are you gonna email this full plan to us?
Once we have it.
Okay. It's easier to zoom in. I found that out this week when I was
Yeah.
sitting on my computer up at there. I was like,
Okay, so any other business?
Do you want this?
No?
I have a question.
Nope.
Do we need a motion to introduce
No.
that final
No.
site plan?
No.
Okay.
If you'd like to, you can, but
No, if we don't need one, that's not necessary.
no,
Thank you.
you're welcome.
Okay. Any public comment?
There's somebody in the back corner.
Nora, you got anything back there?
Okay. I'd like to request a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Adjourned. Blue pen, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you for